Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd, and we have an ammunition review today. 300 Blackout. I just got into testing this a couple of years ago. This is a 96 grain Overwatch from Liberty. Yes, those same folks who make that Liberty Civil Defense 50 grain 9mm going over 2,000 feet per second out of our handguns. Let's throw this guy on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. Now, in full transparency, I myself purchased this box of ammunition from Liberty when I was purchasing some of the 50 grain Liberty Civil Defense because I use that for our body armor testing. We have 3 barrel lengths for our 300 Blackout testing, a 7.5 inch, 10.5 inch, and 16. Because I only have one box of this, pretty much we're going to skip right to our gel testing, and then we're going to take this out to 100 yards to see what kind of practical accuracy that we can expect from this. Again, this is such a small sample, we can't judge any kind of reliability or consistency with this. We may fire whatever we have left through the chronograph to see what kind of velocities we can get. It's around 70 to 75 degrees outside today. We have our Proconal Pal Digital as always, and our Garmin Zero C1 from Cabela's. We have our 7.5 inch first. We have a 6x6x16 clear ballistics gel block down there. You know, there is discussion about the validity of our clear gel versus our organic gel. Most of the discussion online says our clear gel will offer less expansion and more penetration because obviously the bullet hasn't expanded or hasn't opened up as much in the organic gel. So we'll see what this is going to do. 2,200 feet per second from the Garmin. Velocity on this stuff. Well, folks, pretty much identical bullet performance from all 3 barrel lengths. We have a very, very short neck, under 1 inch. Most of that forward cone nose of that bullet is fragmenting off and not extending past the 3 to 4 inch mark. Then we have some disruption. Now these two are the 7.5 inch and 10.5 inches are going the opposite way, and the base of the bullet is what's left to penetrate. Given that this is a similar design to the Liberty Civil Defense, we have just that base left, and in this case the base goes all the way down to the 33 inch mark for the 7.5 inch and 10.5 inch, and then right around the 36 inch mark is the base on the 16 inch. I personally feel that that's a little too much penetration for us in this case. I would liken the performance of this to our Mark 318 Mod 1 and 0. This may excel at destroying barriers, and then that base is what's left to do the wounding. Now that base is a 30 caliber slug that's, you know, probably a 1/2 inch long or so it's not going to do a lot of tearing. But if you need something that's going to penetrate this far, this may be for you. Personally, I feel the 110 grain VMAX or like our copper expander is going to be better for personal protection. Here are the 2 shorter barrel length wound tracks. Again, very, very identical. Dumps those fragments there. I don't see a lot of fragmentation through the rest of that at all. There are our bases, folks, pretty much like Mark 318 Mod 1 and 0. The front of that nose breaks off, and we're just looking at the rear of the bullet to do all of the work. Here is our Overwatch 300 Blackout from Liberty. Our first group was from the 10.5 inch, 3.993 inches, that is with a suppressor on there. Then we did a group from the 16 inch, 2.795 inches. I am pretty much out of ammunition at this point. I would say that design isn't lending itself to better accuracy over our 110, 115, 120 grain known personal protection self-defense loads in our 300 Blackout, around 70 to 75 degrees outside today. Well, everyone, I think I'm glad I only bought 1 box of that to do this review on. I didn't see anything, again, in my opinion, that I was impressed with over what we know as our standard preferred self-defense personal protection loads in our 300 Blackout, which are our 110 grain VMAX or our 110 grain TAC XT, or that Barnes copper solid monolithic hollow point, or even our 115 grain Sierra jacket hollow point that we've reviewed as well. Accuracy wise, I didn't see anything there that was better than those loads that I had mentioned. Didn't have any function issues, although like I said, I only have the one box. As far as our gel results go, we had lots and lots of penetration, but that terminal effect, in my opinion, is not kind of what we're looking for in our 300 Blackout, again, versus what we've known in our 110 grain VMAX or any of our other personal protection loads. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here, but to end all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible, because there's a lot that goes into them. Number one is my family. They're out here enduring the mosquitoes with me as well, so a big thank you to them. Anytime that I can spend with them is greatly appreciated. Number two are my Patreon, Subscribestar, and YouTube channel members. I have a campsite in the description below. It's a landing page. There are affiliate codes, discount tracking links in there, or even things to my Patreon or Instagram. And what I do with a lot of those things that earn me sales commission, it's a very small amount, is I put it right back in the channel. I typically buy our 9mm Liberty Civil Defense for level 3A testing, so I picked that up with some extra funds just to see what it was all about. And of course, number three is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.